What is going on, everybody, and welcome back once again. My name is Jordan, also known as J.R.R, and thank you for joining me for another episode of our Elven Dominion campaign. We are playing 4th Age Total War, a wonderful modification for Barbarian Invasion Rome 1 Total War, and look at this. The Siege of Mithlond about to go down. We did get lucky earlier and got another General's Bodyguard in the city, so we might be able to hold it against the ravening hordes of the Cultists of Adunabar, composed almost entirely of orcs, and you can see some militia spears in there as well, and a little bit of militia cavalry. So it shouldn't be too difficult for us to handle, but we'll see. I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Alright, here we are. They're almost at the walls. Now, as they have no siege towers whatsoever, I've decided to deploy most of my forces around this gate, but it would appear that they are going to break down more than one hole in our gate using that ram, which is a little bit surprising. I didn't think that a ram could break down a massive fortification like this, but apparently they can. So we're going to bring our more powerful bodyguard over to the other side to quickly deal with that menace, and then we're going to place the much younger family member here in the center. He's got a few less troops, so might be maybe a little bit of a risk, but I want to be able to knock these guys out quickly if that's what's going to come to. Oh no, they're already getting to knock. Do we have a shield wall formation? Oh, we do. It's probably very useful, assuming that it works similar to how it does in Medieval 2 Total War. This would be a very nice defensive position. This. Make ready, brothers! Yeah, they're going to be in pretty quickly here. They do have a few archers and some other kind of nasty things. These Uruk Guard in particular have caught my eye. An Uruk Guard unit, they look very, very scary, and I don't think I've ever fought them in the field before, so I have no idea how they're going to stack up against our Elven Bodyguard. Probably not very well, though. I mean, they are still orcs, and our Elven Bodyguards are quite elite, very powerful units. Yeah, some bowmen and stuff like that, but we are fairly well protected in behind our walls from any incoming arrow fire, so it should be alright. Oh no. Here it is. Stand firm! And now it's really going to start in earnest. That's a very, very scary spear wall. Although I feel like they could be holding those spears a little bit farther out from them. One of the main advantages of having a spear in the first place is that it has some range on sword units and that sort of thing. These Uruk Berserkers are really taking a beating from our arrow towers. I'm fine with that. They're really scary. Look at these guys. I don't want to fight these guys in melee. Wielding like Dacian falxes, they'll probably carve right through my elves. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of content to just sit back and wait until they manage to collapse this wall. Oh, look at this. Bending now inwards upon itself. I hope it doesn't like collapse and hurt any of our elves. That would be unfortunate. Perhaps we should move back, just in case. Quickly, quickly. Before it falls on you. I don't know if mechanics worked like that in the first Rome Total War, but I am not taking any chances. If that collapses and destroys half this bodyguard, that's going to be disastrous for us. Looks like the Uruks have charged in now at the gate, starting to overlap a little bit in our spear units, so let's switch to our swords. So we're going to break formation a little bit. Yeah, quickly push these guys back. Winning easily, that's what I like to see. Bodyguard. Okay, 100%. I guess it's like just under 100%. It's like 99.9%. There you go. Alright, boys. Move it forward. Present arms. It's a little bit dangerous because normally in sieges you don't want to do this because they'll just shoot you through the gap. But I'm not really accrediting the AI with an overabundance of brains, and it looks like I was right to do so because they're just going to charge forward straight into the waiting arms of our Elven warriors. Wow, I cannot speak today. Oh man, these poor footmen are going to get butchered. You can see more and more of them now rushing in here, dividing their forces, which is good. Potentially they could beat me because this unit is a little bit out of position if they were to charge all of their forces into a single gate and begin to surround them. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Charge, brothers! Uh-oh. This is less than good. They kind of suckered us out of position a little bit. Let us retreat back from the gatehouse. Or we can do whatever it is that you guys are doing. Fine. We're not going to get out of there without too many casualties, so let's just charge into the gap. It's a much smaller force here anyway. I'm sure they'll begin to push us back into the gatehouse anyway with the weight of their numbers, which appears what they are doing right now. So that's alright. Not going to get too overextended, I think. Oh, this is very bad, though. They are concentrating much of their forces on this one area, trying to overwhelm our much more powerful Elder General's bodyguard. Evenly matched. This says winning easily. Now we'll see. This is going to be a tough one, I think. If we can quickly destroy these guys over here at the gate, then we'll be able to flank them and regain the advantage. But there's still quite a number of them. They are very crappy units, so we might be able to carve through them quickly, but I don't know. It's gonna be a matter of time. Who breaks first? Let's go ahead and let's speed it up just a little bit, because it's just gonna be one big choke point clusterfuck. How we doing? Still at 68. Only lost one. Oh, there's another one. Looks like we have some breaking. That's a really good sign. These orc champions now carving up our elven retainers. I'm pretty sure they do armor piercing damage. So that's a pretty tough fight for these guys. Oh man, I think we're managing to hold back the tide. Look at this. Yeah, we're actually beginning to push them back a little bit. That's what I'd like to see. Your guard, I think, are now in the battle, but they are losing very badly. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I got a little bit hasty and get to give these guys a little bit more credit than they're actually worth. Oh wow, look at this. We're actually stemming the tide. As they come forward, they're just being cut down just as quickly. That is a beautiful thing to see. Let's see over here. What? How has this happened? Okay, fine. Whatever. Just continue doing what you're doing. Oh no. Hope that's not. I hope that's our general. That is our general. Oh no, this is the worst. Okay, so we got a mass route over here. Okay. Let's bring him around and to his rescue before he gets himself killed. Brash, impetuous young elf getting himself locked behind enemy lines, fighting, oh wow. That's very, very lucky right there. That could have gone very poorly. What do we got here? We got horsemen who are going to go for the town square, I think? Oh, you bastards. You're going to make me chase you. Oh, come on. Hopefully the rest of them don't regroup in the meantime. Okay. No, here we go. We're just going to go for it. Slaughter these guys. I think we might have lost one there in that initial charge. There you go. You loutish brutes, get out of my city. Let's go ahead and end the battle right there. Only lost 6. Only lost 6. I'm quite impressed by that. And that is a lot of kills. So, yeah, we've managed to defend Mythalon. Hooray! I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. It would appear that at the same time, the Black Gate is also being attacked. We've only got a mere 92 men hiding out in there. I believe that is the mercenaries recruited by Glorfindel earlier. Well, they've only got a single siege tower. You know what? Let's fight it. Let's see what happens. I will see you guys on the battlefield. So this is apparently what the Black Gate looks like. It's actually a box in the middle of a field. Not a very effective gate if you ask me, but who am I to judge? So let's go ahead and let's start the battle. Let's see how many kills these brave 92 Blackland mercenaries can get in one battle. Yeah, they're gonna have to like funnel up here. Look at this. We've got an Elven general leading the fray as well. Form up, brothers! Oh, getting a little bit too far there. Come on. There we go. That would be perfect. I think we've got all of our towers activated as well, potentially. Yes. Good, that's what I'd like to see. Though it appears that they're firing directly into the tower and not actually doing anything to the units pushing it. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. So we got some swords of the shadow. Let's see how they match up against the might of these Blackland mercenaries led by our Elven general. Normally I would not show you guys such one-sided battles, but I have the feeling this is going to be an epic last stand. And who knows, maybe we'll win. If we win, then we get to keep the Black Gate, which is very big, and we can offer it to Gondor, who will then garrison it. So this could be important. Hey, what are you guys doing? What is this? What is this mutiny? Back into position, you cowards! I wish these towers would attack somebody else now. Yeah, they're really not going to be able to do anything once they get inside of the wall. So hopefully they take another target and yeah, and inflict some casualties upon these cultists down here. Look at these guys. Is there any question that you are on the wrong side when you're wearing what is essentially a purple clansman uniform? All right, let's see what happens. They are showering us. A few of our brave mercenaries have fallen already. Oh no, more and more of them coming down. They're not even getting on. They're not even getting on the damn tower. That's how it's going to be, eh? Oh no, here they go. Softening us up. A few of our brave mercenaries now have fallen in combat. Let's try and get behind this this tower so we can use it to shield ourselves from their own arrow fire. And maybe, who knows, we'll get a little bit lucky and they'll hit some of their swords of the shadow in the back as they come up the ramp. Let's fast forward just a tad bit. Oof, we're losing a lot of numbers here to those bowmen, unfortunately. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be a win at this point. We've lost way too many troops. Come on, how long does it take you to climb up the damn ladder? Let's go. Oh, just so many arrows coming in. This is just deadly. Come on, you can do it. All right, let's see how they do against these swords of the shadow. Swords of the shadow apparently winning easily against our poor black land mercenaries. You know, so maybe we'll get lucky and they'll hit some of their own troops at least. We'll take some of you with us. Not very many of them, by the looks of it. Maybe a handful. Go ahead and let's speed that up and see how they do. Really puts into perspective how powerful our Elven troops are when like if they were to jump into a group of Elven troops like this, they would just get butchered like goats. But they're pretty even against these Blackland mercenaries. Winning easily. That's unfortunate. Aw, and here I thought we were going to have a wondrous last stand, but unfortunately the cowardly dark bows of Adunabar peppered our troops down and made them essentially a shadow of their former glory before their swords of the shadow actually jumped into the fray. That is unfortunate. Still, we're going to fight it out. We're here. Let's do this. I don't think they've managed to kill anybody, unfortunately. No, there's a few kills. You can see a few of them falling off here. Although I think most of that is us. Are they... Okay, look at this. Our machine gun-like tower scything through the ranks of these cultists on the ground. Well, at least we're going to manage to do that. So we've killed one unit of cultists. Who else wants to come a bit closer? That's right. Closer. Open fire! Look at this. Wow, I don't think they've managed to kill any of them. Oh no, there's one that went down. Swords of the Shadow, apparently very heavily armored. Honestly, I have no idea about the combat capabilities of most of these units because, you know, half the campaign so far has been Glorfindel killing everything easily. We're gonna fight until our general falls. That's when the Blackland mercenaries will rout. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a company of bowmen down here right now. Just imagine the damage they could do to these Swords of the Shadow. Might even be able to get them to send in a second wave. It would appear that that's what they're doing. I think these dark bows might actually be out of ammunition. What? Oh, did they capture the gatehouse? Yes, they did. Well, we're doomed. We did our best, though. Alright. I think we'll admit defeat there. It was a clear defeat. We managed to take down 156, which is not bad considering our numbers, although I think most of that was our tower destroying that unit of cultists down there. You can see them right there. Alright, well, it was an unfortunate loss, but I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. So this is actually a bit of a disaster. You can see now the cultists of Adunabar are firmly in control of the Blackland. It would appear that all Glorfindel's glorious campaign managed to accomplish was a short stay of execution. Although there is one good thing to come out of it in that the reunited kingdom now has a very firm presence on the eastern side of the Anduin. So you can see a lot of really nice armies here, and they have managed to take Austin Aglarad just outside the Blackgate, so that may draw them into a conflict with the cultists of Adunabar. So if Gondor decides that they want to storm these positions while they're quite weak now, that could be a really big victory, I think, for the Free Peoples. One other thing to note is that the Chiefdom of Rune, if you guys haven't seen the last episode, they are at war with us now. And they have taken this little settlement right here. So I have fallen back all the remains of our glorious Elven army to the city of Fjordfeld, which is much better defended than it has been for pretty much the entirety of the campaign. So they should be able to hold for quite a while. They've got a couple nice archer units and some threshold troops. Up here, though, this is good to see. Look at this. Got another unit of spears now coming to join the glorious army led by these Noldor swords, and we are about to take the city of Grimhold. So let's go ahead and let's pass the turn, and I will see you guys in just a moment. So the city of Grimhold, instead of taking us onto the field, which would be a hopeless endeavor, have decided to surrender without a fight, which is great because now we can leave with our entire army because Elven settlements do not riot, and move on towards the city of Oldford, which I believe is their last settlement over here on this portion of the Anduin, which is great news for us because we'll be able to develop these cities and use them as recruiting bases, and also get a little bit of extra money so we can start to see some Elven coming out, which, by the way, we have right here. We've got our first couple units of Elven Watch. I did have a couple down here as well, but unfortunately they got eaten by Rune, and there's nothing that I could do about it. So things are, I think, could start to turn around for us very quickly here, as long as we can get some more of our Elven troops out into the world. Unfortunately, you can see another big army from the Cultists of Adunabar moving on to Lastbridge, this very contested settlement of Lastbridge. So may have to pull some of our Threshold troops from Rivendell and move them over there, but we'll see if we can get them there in time. It's going to take a few turns, and these Cultists might attack before then. What to do, what to do, what to do. I think we may just have to pass the turn. I'll see you guys in just a moment. Oh dear. It would appear that the cultists were more than prepared. You can see another reinforcement army coming in here. So they have laid siege to Lastbridge. We're just going to have to wait. We cannot attack them in the field. As you can see, we have less than 200 elves left to defend Lastbridge. So they're really starting to break down our door here, which is going to let them into Rivendell, which is a big problem for us. Another big problem over here materializing in the east. You can see the Bjornings have a much larger force than what we had originally anticipated. So we've got a couple options here. One, we can attack them right now and try and fight them in the field, which I think will result in heavy casualties for these Elven soldiers, or we can fall back just a little bit and try and regain our footing down here in the city of Grimhold, regroup, bring our Elven warriors to bear, and begin the siege once again when we are better prepared for it. So I think what we're going to have to do is try and fight our way out. I don't think we're going to have the option to retreat. Let's see what they got. They have a lot of cavalry, which would cause a lot of problems for our warriors. I think we're going to have to flee. We're going to withdraw from that battle. See if we can't... No, it doesn't seem like we can escape. I guess we're actually going to have to fight it, I suppose. Alright, well, I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Okay, we do have something of an advantage over the Bjornings in terms of archers. I don't think they have a single archer unit. They do have some skirmish units in the form of javelins, but absolutely no archers. So we're going to be able, I think, to skirmish down the armies before they can reach us and really cause us any problems. So of course we're going to form up in a very defensive formation. We're going to have to come right back here, right near the edge of the map, and make our stands on this hill. If I can deploy there, I might not be able to get our troops up there though. Nope. So we're going to have to fight here right on the edge of the map and yeah, form up in a very defensive noob box, which is not something that I usually do, but I think we're really going to need it. Okay, so I'm going to move my my mounted archers over this way to begin the harassment of the Bjorning armies, and we're going to form up with the rest of our infantry and our archers, and hopefully the... Well, what do we have here? No one wants to move, apparently. Oh, no, these are archers. Okay. Come on, guys. Form up, form up. Go, go, go. There we go. Need you guys to be in loose formation. It's hard to see where the line is. Got our Noldor swords. We're going to place them over on this side. We're going to put our Elven swords over on the other. This is going to be a very tough battle, I think. Come on, guys. Form up, form up. Into lines. These guys now dealing a lot of damage to these woodman axes. Probably not a bad idea to focus on them if we can, because those axes do grant them a lot of armor piercing, which would be a big problem for our soldiers. I see some archers. Oh, perhaps they do have a unit of archers. They got some woodman bows over there. Well, we're gonna have to move forward and try and put some pressure on those woodman bows, because obviously we want to. Oh, they have war dogs. Okay, that's a big problem. Bjorning war dogs. I didn't even know that this was a thing. Okay, so we may have to fall back with our mounted archers now. Move it, boys. Oh, we need to get them into loose formation. They're kind of getting slaughtered by that incoming bow fire. Oh, maybe that was their loose formation. Well, we might be able to quickly destroy these war dogs, but yeah, that's a big issue. A lot of our infantry is light infantry, especially these elven swords, I believe. Yeah, they do count as light infantry, and those dogs will cause them a lot of trouble if we're not careful. Luckily, they seem to be falling very quickly. Come on. Come on, boys. Well, those are some very fearsome two-handed axes that they are wielding. Yeah, I definitely want to stay away from those. Killed 3% of them so far with one unit of light-mounted bowmen, which is nice. Hopefully they don't release the dogs anytime soon. Please do not release the hounds of war. There will be no crying havoc, please. Ammunition down to about half now. Really want to deal with these guys. They're kind of cutting us off from harassing the rest of the army. Look at this. They're just using them as a screen. Very clever. Kind of didn't expect the AI to do that. Oops, that's not. See, I thought that was going to help them, help me flash the armies, but apparently it just brings me back to whatever unit I have selected. Whoops. Really managing to do a lot of damage to these guys. Yeah, quite a lot of those war dogs now have fallen. I don't like that they're coming through the forest. It makes it very hard to see what they're doing. We'll be able to draw them into this field, though, so they won't be able to surprise us or ambush us or do anything sneaky with the flanks. But, yeah, it's definitely does prevent me from seeing how they deploy their troops as easily as they might otherwise. There we go. Basically eradicated this unit of dogs. That's what I like to see. Okay, so let's bring our elven archers now around into the back of these guys and continue to harass their flanks and try and kill as many of them as we possibly can. I'd really like to know where those archers are hiding. I've got another unit of war dogs. How fearsome. That must be the Bjorning bodyguard. Yes, this definitely looks like the Bjorning guard. That's a very scary general's bodyguard unit, more than capable of standing toe-to-toe with our elven warriors, so that could be a big problem for us. Come on, quickly, quickly. What are they doing? Are they going to camp with this massive army? Oh, you disappoint me, Bjornings. I am greatly disappointed. Ooh. I have to be careful here. Oh, I can see that. That's cavalry. Pull back, brothers. Quickly, quickly. Yeah, they're moving in with their cavalry for a flanking attack there. It might be a good idea to try and focus on their cav. Yeah, they're just chasing us right out of there. I think they've got their archers in the mix as well. I can't quite see them. Oh no! They have cried havoc and let loose the dogs of war. They're now all rushing towards us, which is a bit of a problem. We've got some cavalry over here. This is a very aggressive move by the woodmen. Very nicely timed. Yeah, we're gonna be out of ammunition soon here. If we can inflict enough casualties on them, perhaps we can induce them into attacking us first. Well, pardon me. Sorry about that. Just had to clear my throat. Dealing some nice casualties to those woodman riders. Though if we're not careful, we might get ourselves stuck between this rock and the border, which would be very bad for us. Come on, boys, run. Oh yeah, that's it. It seems that that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to cut off our retreat. So we may have to retreat a little bit. Oh no, never mind. Managed to kill quite a number of them, actually. Come on, run this way. Listen to me. Trust me, I'm smarter than you. Oh, that's a lot of cavalry. Let's turn that off. Come on, run. Go. What is this? Oh, you ninnies. Why are you running backwards? Oh, this is very unfortunate. So we're going to lose a lot of our horsemen there. Simply due to stupidity, and now the rest apparently very interested in moving back to help their brothers, but I think that's a bad idea. Yeah, go over here, please. We'll deal with these cavalry. Who are now going to find themselves stuck in a wall of spearmen. So perhaps this is going to turn out to be in our advantage after all. Apparently this is our general's bodyguard. Maybe that's why they're being so aggressive. I thought the Noldor were our bodyguard, but apparently not. Look at this. This guy's just getting pelted now. Not completely unaware of our spearman line, which is good. This makes me happy. Is that our general? Looks like our general. Just casually riding through a huge horde of enemy horsemen. No problem. This is fine. Okay, you guys are using more of your ammunition than I would like you to. What do we got here? I saw war dogs. Aha, there are war dogs. They're going right for our cavalry. Let's greet them with some Noldor steel. Let's try and hide these guys over here in the woods. You could run. That would be great. These dogs. I can't see how many there are on the unit, but I assume they're getting cut down by our Noldor swords. I would be very surprised if they were not. What are you guys doing? I did not tell you to attack the horsemen, but hey, you guys just do you. Seems like we're having a lot of very strange issues trying to fight on the border. A lot of pathfinding problems with this very old game. It's unfortunate. Wow, doing a number on these war dogs. Unfortunately, now this cavalry is coming back. They've surrounded some of our Noldor swords. Let's see just how valorous these warriors are. Maybe they can cut their way out of this. I can see more horsemen now coming in. Seems like the dogs have managed to catch our horses as well. That's unfortunate. These guys, did these horses break? Is that a thing? Or not the horses? Did these dogs break? Because I feel like we're probably doing a number on them. They're kind of stretched out and taking casualties from a whole bunch of different units. Okay, reform. Get back into your positions. Yeah, they're kind of overextended in the face of that cavalry. We managed to deal with those war dogs? No, apparently they're still following us. I can't fall back in behind my infantry even. Get out of there, boys! Run! This is going very, very poorly for us. It's quite hard to maneuver on this side of the map. Our Noldor managed to escape? No. They're still caught here. There's one poor Noldor sword. Yeah, just being swarmed on all sides. So we can give them a little bit of support with our bows. It's a very large mass unit of horses really asking for it, so let's do it. Let's make his sacrifice worthwhile. Oh, we can see the Bjorning Guard now coming in, leading the vanguard. We may have to stop firing at these horses and shoot at him instead. He's definitely more of a problem, I think, for our spearmen front line. What is this? Oh, I didn't even see this. Hold our swords. Charge! Save the general! Attack, brothers! Yeah, they'll cut these guys down. They're more than a match for that Bjorning Guard, but obviously I want to keep my Noldor swords away from such a powerful unit until the very last moment. Is he still alive? He is! Wow. What a champion. His sacrifice will not be in vain, I assure you. Excuse me while I indulge your death wish. Let's go ahead and let's surround these Bjorning Axemen now. Take down the Bjorning Chieftain as quickly as possible. Before the rest of the Bjornings manage to make it into the fray. Let's go ahead and let's stop there. Pretty much annihilated their cavalry components, but now we've got to thin out that front line. How are we doing here? This Bjorning unit now being squeezed hard. Let's move the rest of our infantry up to support There we go. Now we can successfully defend that flank. These Noldor swordsmen now, I'm going to throw them into the rear as well. Looks like our cavalry going to have another issue, so maybe we'll pull back these Noldor swords, draw these woodman riders into a bit of an ambush. Although, really, who's ambushing who? I wonder. As you can see, more and more of those Bjornings now beginning to pour in through the back. Let's form this front line. Yeah, we can still bring in our swords on the other flank, on this right flank here, to support our Noldor and our general, who's getting cut down right now. Oh, we can see another unit of woodman riders, a very healthy looking unit of woodman riders on the other flank. I want to try and deal with them as quickly as possible. Is this another Bjorning guard? This must be one of the generals. Another general. Unfortunately, we're not going to have the luxury of a rear charge this time around. Quite a number of them. Let's pull this back, get our general now in behind the rest of our lines. He's done his job, I think. Move those archers over there onto the right flank, try and take out that woodman rider unit. There's just so many of them, and they're everywhere. Looks like these woodman riders. What is this? And we're going to throw our troops in now in there against them. They are archers, of course, and you know it's a tough fight for them, but we are going to deny them a charge. Just kind of let them be stupid over here on this flank. Oh, nope. Got some other bad things happening here. Let's move this spearman unit over in front of the charge of this woodman axe unit. I don't think that we've got anything coming in this way. Looks like most of our archers now are out of ammunition. Attack swords! These guys still have... This is our last archer unit with ammunition, so we're going to have to pick our targets very carefully. Is that another... Okay, that's not another Bjorning guard. That's just Bjorning axemen. Oh no, they're going to get a nice flank charge here. Let's stop them. Managed to break this flank just in time. Move our Noldor swords forward to hack down these Bjorning war dogs. I think our other Noldor warrior now perished over here amid a mound of corpses. A true hero of the Elven realm. More and more Bjorning war dogs. We are managing to push them back ever so slightly, though. Doing, I think, a pretty good job. Fall these archers back. You guys still have some ammunition. You can fire at those guys then. You do you. Over here, these troops losing very, very badly to those Bjornings. Let's see. You guys still have a fair amount of ammunition. Let's move you over here. What have you done? How have you gotten yourself into this kind of trouble again? Have these bows now. Oh no, that woodman rider unit could really cause us some problems. Our swords here are now free to do as they please. There is a unit here menacing. Oh no, they're actually in combat. I did not see that. Another woodman rider unit. How many of these things do they have? Yeah, we're having a real problem over here in the center. These Bjorning guards really starting to hack down our threshold troops. And losing slightly. Well, let's use these archers to try and break the rest of these troops before the rest of these woodman axes can arrive and attack our threshold troops here in the rear. It'd be very, very bad for us. Our general's still alive somehow, hiding over here behind our troops. We might have a chance here to wipe out another unit of woodman riders who are charging right into our Noldor. How are we doing over here? Not so great. I think you guys are going to be needed on the front lines now. Still got a little bit of ammunition. Our center is going to break. That's going to be very, very bad. Yeah, have to fire into that flank of the Bjornings. Try and drive them back. Oh no! Woodman more riders. Luckily, they're going to break very, very quickly. Just going to give our threshold troops the opportunity to move now. These guys breaking, I think, set these guys into a panic. Quickly move to surround this left wing of the Bjornings. Yeah, this Bjorning guard now starting to lose steam. They have cut through that unit of threshold troops who is now down to 15 warriors. But I think it's going to be alright. Look at this. Now we have a huge opportunity to encircle this giant blob of Bjornings. Alright. One more volley, and then you'll charge in. Looks like these guys are starting to run as well. Yeah, those Bjorning troops are now pulling out of the fight. Let's try and move in to completely encircle this blob before they have a chance to retreat. What's this? We got a Bjorning general? Oh yeah, the final Bjorning general. You guys aren't going to fire, apparently, so we're just going to charge you right into combat. Alright, let's finish this for the Elven realm. Well, that's a bit of a pathetic charge. And there goes the Bjorning general. This is going to send them into a complete and utter disarray. Look at this. Kill them all. There is going to be no quarter and no mercy for these humans. Look at this. Complete and utter devastation of this Bjorning army. I'm very pleased with this result. I mean, we did lose 31% of our army. That's really big for us. However, we've completely annihilated the Bjornings. That was their last 2 family members, I believe. Look at this. Now these troops are just going to flee. I'm going to let them flee. I'm not going to be able to chase them, not with my very, very tired troops. My only unit of cavalry down to a mere 2. My general and 1 other warrior. So yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward through this little part, and I will see you guys at the casualty screen at the end. And there you have it, Lieutenant Ingwe leading his forces to a resounding victory over Harbard of the Eastern Greenwood and Galm of Central Anduin Vales. That is a huge victory for us. We did lose many, many Elven souls to this battle, but we have broken, I think, the back of the Bjorning strength in Western Mirkwood, so that's a huge victory for us. So I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. We'll see if we can't consolidate this victory very quickly. Okay, so the Bjorning forces, the very, very few that remain, have now retreated into Oldford, where we have laid siege to the city, and we're going to take that, I think, in a few turns. We'll probably wait a few turns, let them take a little bit of attrition from the siege damage. But look at this, our Elven scouts up to 34 from a mere 2. Unfortunately, one of our threshold units perished in the Bjorning attack, and I believe the remnants of them were absorbed into one of our remaining 3. So that was pretty awesome, and I think that's pretty good for this episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Coming up next, there is going to be a lot of stuff, actually. Hopefully today you will see another episode of Deathwing, which is going to be followed, I think, by some more Skyrim. And then later this week, you're going to see a 2 versus 3 siege battle on the Dale map, which I don't think I've ever done before. And it's a pretty bloody siege, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. All right, so that's it for me. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye!